What is going on YouTube? It is DREMONEYSNIPER here, and today we have a special video today. We are not doing a box opening, but we got something special in the mail other than a booster box. We got this big, giant Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster art box. So basically, it comes in three hardcover books, basically showcasing all the art of Yu-Gi-Oh! And we are going to make this video into separate parts. And so you got the other two books. So it's Kazuki Takahashi artwork, and then we have the OCG artwork. So we'll set those for part 2 and 3. And then we'll go with the first one, which is the card art collection. And basically this is in Japanese style formatting. So we are going to start with the Japanese formatting. And we are going to flip through the table of contents here. So here we have some of the art. Oops, sorry about that. So, apologize for the glare there. Basically got some of the OG cards. And yeah, we're just gonna pretty much just go through this and just talk about the art and just appreciate it for what it is. So as we can see, we got a lot of the, looks like the Legend of Blue Eyes type cards. And on the side here kind of shows like the year. It's I believe like when these cards were released. So yeah, we're gonna try to work through that glare, guys, so I apologize for that. But yeah, looks like this is the Legend of Blue Eyes set. So a lot of classic cards that you guys can see in here. Basically, this is kind of a blind run through as well for me, because this is the first time that I've opened it, because I just got done with making a lot of pack videos, so I haven't had the chance to open this up today. So we'll go through this together. But yeah, it looks like it's so far it's just a showcasing of all the cards that came out. And we got like classic cards in here like Pot of Greed, Harpy's Feather Duster, Kunai with Chain, all the season 1 era type cards in here. Yeah. By the way, guys, this book was not cheap by any means. I think I got mine for around $140. So just a heads up, if you guys are looking to pick this up yourselves, I definitely say it's worth it if you're a huge hardcore Yu-Gi-Oh fan. I mean, this is just really cool to have for the collection. Just something to look at, you know, something to have on your like table, on your desk or something when you're at work, you know, on your lunch break. Just something to enjoy. You know, if you don't feel like scrolling through your phone or something like that, just to appreciate the art for what it is. And also, I think it's good to kind of pay homage to Kazuki Takahashi, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Rest in peace. You know, without Kazuki Takahashi, we wouldn't have the childhoods that we have today. You know, so rest in peace. Don't want to make this a too grim of a down video, but if you guys didn't know how Kazuki, the OCG art of Diankito, if you guys didn't know how Kazuki Takahashi passed away, he actually drowned because he was saving some people in the ocean who were drowning. So I think he saved a U.S. soldier and then a couple of civilians. So really went out in a heroic way, kind of like the message that he was giving about in terms of his content in Yu-Gi-Oh! So yeah, RIP again. But yeah, it looks like we're moving on to the later sets. So we got like MST, Delinquent Duo in here, Blackluster Ray Troll, Painful Choice, Upstart Goblin. I mean, like, just all the classic cards, guys. So yeah, a lot of good stuff in here. So yeah, grab your popcorn, you know, sit back, kick back, relax, and yeah, enjoy this art book. You know, even if you don't feel like watching the whole video, just tune out and chill out. Play this as background music or background noise if you need, if you're just studying, all that good stuff. And yeah, I do apologize again for the glare, guys. So I'm going to try to just lift up the page like that as we're going through. And I'm just going to, you know, as per usual, just point out the notable cards and talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! In general. So yeah, also, as per usual, guys, be sure to turn on notifications, like, subscribe, share, do all the things you got to do to support the channel. We are close to hitting 10K subs. The goal is hopefully we can hit 10,000 subs by the end of the month, which I think is very doable. You know, I just gotta say again, guys, I can't thank you guys enough for all the support and love you guys show me. You know, especially the comment section. I love every time you guys comment on my videos, on my pack openings and all that stuff, because it's always just fun interacting with the viewers / fans. And hopefully one day it's my goal to build kind of a small little community amongst us. So yeah, right now I'm still kind of thinking of a name for the community. Right now I'm just going with DREMONEYSNIPER community, but that sounds kind of weird. But I think eventually over time we'll come up with something good. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. So yeah, nice. We got the book cards. So it looks like we're hitting 2002, as you guys can see in the top right. So yeah, it looks like this is just showcasing like every card basically. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards in existence, man. So many Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And then we got the 5-headed Goded Dragon. I think that's what it's called in Japanese. That's why it's named like that in the OCG FGD. So yeah, just super cool, guys. Super cool. I can't stress this enough. You know, this is such a treat for hardcore Yu-Gi-Oh fans and hardcore fans like myself. You know, I've been obsessing over Yu-Gi-Oh for the past 2 months. It's just a huge childhood memory of mine. It's for us adult fans, you know, we might be looked at as nerds or man-childs for still being into this hobby, but you know, it's something about Yu-Gi-Oh that's just so special to me, man. It just holds a big place in my heart, and you know, it's just more than just a childhood nostalgia. It's almost like a part of my identity, you know. Not to sound melodramatic, but it's a part of who I am. Big part of who I am. So yeah. And then, ooh, my hands are actually getting a little sweaty. I'm not going to lie here. And by the way, guys, since this is a long video, I'm just going to be like talking about every little thing that comes to my mind. If you guys hear me breathing heavily, again, it is not me breathing heavily. It's just my iPhone camera is really good at picking up audio. So it sounds like I'm like huffing and puffing. Which actually, I'm going to... Got my heater on. I'm going to turn that off. So, yeah, it looks like we're hitting the 2004 era. And then hopefully once we... Okay, there you go. So we kind of hit through enough pages now. I don't have to hold the right side as much. That makes it a little easier for us. So, yeah, it looks like we're hitting the GX era. Got some of the... As guys can tell, there's like starting to become more... traps, spells, and effects. This is kind of when, you know, they started using less vanilla. The game started becoming less vanilla-y, kind of. So, yeah, this is super cool, guys. I can't stress this enough. I mean, I'm beating the dead. I'm sounding like a dead record here, but or broken record. That's a term. Yeah, there's a lot of awesomeness. Yeah, let's see. We got we're in the GX era for sure. We got the Elemental Heroes, Wing Karibos, all that good stuff. Got the Cyber Dragons, Bubble Man. Yeah, like I said, guys, you know, kick back, relax, get some popcorn going, and we'll just sit through this together. I wonder if this is just strictly, if this book just contains strictly the card lists, or like all the cards. Maybe it shows like other art, I'm not sure. But yeah. And I'll try not to go too fast with the pages, nor will I try to go too slow. Since there's a ton of pages, I don't want to go too slow. I don't want to go too fast. And hopefully you guys can kind of see that well. So let me fix the focus right there. Yeah, it's kind of a weird angle. I wish I had a taller tripod for this, but oh well. We got some of the Destiny heroes. Another one of my favorite type of heroes. And nice. We got the HER, which we... Oh, there's the O. Oh, that would have been kind of cooler if they just had the hero all in one row, but oh well. Shining Phoenix Enforcer. We are picking up we have ordered a Aster Phoenix Duelist pack in Korean. So hopefully we pull that card, Shining Phoenix Enforcer. That's another cool card. So yeah, we got Destiny Hero Dashers, Dogma, all the awesome Destiny heroes. I think this is Chimera Tech Overdragon. And then we got some of the Neos Fusions. So yeah, it looks like we're kind of hitting the probably season 2. Yeah, season 2 of GX type cards. Yeah, this is how like nerd I am with Yu-Gi-Oh! Like I like just looking at the cards, I'm like I could tell what season we're kind of in. There's Stratos, MVP. Shout out my boy Stratos. Hello guys, I apologize for that. My camera ran out of battery. So basically we just left off here. So we're back continuing again with the art book. So yeah, hopefully that didn't ruin the flow of things too much when I edit this video. I also had to plug in my camera too because I don't want it dying in the middle of this video. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, again, this glare is really bad, but hopefully in the future I'll try to get some better lighting setups for you guys. We got Destiny Hero Plasma, another great card. Man, this just like, oh man, this makes me just want to like buy more cards. Yeah, I bought so many cards these past months, so I gotta chill out. And speaking of buying stuff, like I said, we're gonna continue with the pack openings and whatnot, but I want to spice up my content. I want to change things up a bit. I want to for sure not. I didn't just order this art book. I actually ordered a couple of Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh magazines that we can go through. It's kind of like card catalogs essentially. And there's a lot of like cool stuff that we can look at, like some retro catalogs and all that stuff. So we got some stuff from like the Duel Monsters era, the 5Ds era, and all that stuff. So yeah, can't wait to share that with you guys. So yeah, this is like basically like for the hardcore Yu-Gi-Oh nerd fans. This is all just a treat for us, man. We got JD. That's a classic. Ooh, Light Sworns, man. Ooh, Light Sworns. That was the deck, man. I'm gonna get a quick sip of my drink. Gotta get in some dry mouth from all that talking. We got some Glad Beast in here. And looks like we are hitting the 5Ds era. As you can see, we got the synchros slowly onto the page. Got some X Sabers. Stardust Dragon. Book of Eclipse, I think. I wonder if that card, I didn't know it was that old actually. I thought Book of Eclipse was actually, I mean, let me know in the comments below. Maybe I'll look it up later, but I thought Book of Eclipse was a new card because as I started following Yu-Gi-Oh again, I saw a lot of people are running Book of Eclipse in their deck, so I thought it was like a new Book of card, but maybe it was that old. Maybe it just didn't get reprinted, so maybe it was short printed, I don't know. But that's interesting if it's in this section. We're in the 2008 section. Got some Black Wings. Don't want to skim through the pages here. Obelisk. I think that's the Shonen promo art. We got some Morphotronics. I didn't play this deck much in the TCG, but I played it in Duel Links, and that was a lot of fun. So, yeah, we got Explorer Wing Dragon, Trident Dragon, Power Tool Dragon. We got Infernity. Kind of a pretty difficult deck to pilot. I never learned how to play Infernities. Maybe one day I'll take the time and pick up Infernities. Obviously, it wouldn't be like insanely meta or anything, but it'd be fun to try out. We got Ancient Fairy Dragon, really good card effect. I think it's still currently banned, so yeah, one of the Signer Dragons got banned. So we got some Dragoonities. We got some of the Clear World card right there. The Clear World monsters as well. We got Guardian Yatos. Yeah, we got some more Dragoonities. Some Fableds I'm seeing in here. Interesting. Yeah, so then after the 5e era will be in the Zexal era. Majestic Star Dragon. I need one in my collection. I have one in rare, but I want a foil Majestic Star Dragon. Honestly, I might pick up a PSA Ghost Rare. We'll see. And then speaking of PSA cards and Ghost Rares. I have a couple surprises coming in the mail, which I'm still waiting on, but I can't wait to show off some of my PSA cards that I'll be ordering. Because yeah, I've been wanting to showcase my start of my PSA collection, and I can't wait to make videos on that. Got a lot of cool cards coming in the mail. And then we got, let's see, what was this one? Elemental Hero. It's that Wind one. I remember I used to use some of that one a lot too. But my personal favorite Elemental Hero card to summon was Absolute Zero. That card was really good to summon. Just a Raigeki board right there once it left the field. And we got some Malefics in here for any Doom Dragon. Effect Veiler. Still a strong card being used to this very day. Got Pot of Duality. Not being ran as much these days, but I remember during the Zexal era it was definitely used a lot. Solemn Warning. Remember that too. And Shooting Star Dragon, Red Nova Dragon, Karkuris. That was a fun deck to play as well back then. Used to play that all the time on Duel Links when it was, or no, not Duel Links. I think it's called Dueling Book now, but I forgot the old name for it. But yeah, also guys, if I'm not too familiar with like all the Yu-Gi-Oh books they have out there, but be sure to let me know in the comments if you guys want to see me pick up any certain type of Yu-Gi-Oh magazines or Yu-Gi-Oh art books to show off for the channel, because I'm down to purchase anything. So let me know. And cool, we have the Nordic gods. We have Thor, Odin, or no, Thor. I think that's Thor, Loki, and Odin. Yeah. Oh man, I need these three for my collection too. I need them for my collection. Not a want, it's a need. I've got some Gem Knights. Looks like we are entering the Zexal era, maybe. See the Steel Swarms here. We might still be in the Synchro era, actually. Because I'm not seeing the Gaga Magicians. Not quite yet. Nah, we're still in the 5D0. TG Halberd Cannon. That's another one I want. Shooting Quasar Dragon. That's another one I need. Oh man, I remember when this card back then, before it got printed, that card was expensive. That card was, I think you can only get in like a promo or something like that. So yeah, we're entering the Zexal era. Utopia. Leviathan Dragon, always a solid level or rank 3 to go into. Gem Knight Pearl. Remember that card too in my Bubble Beat deck. And then Kachi Kochi Dragon. Oh man, guys, I do not condone this, but when I was a teenager, I went to a Barnes & Noble and quote unquote, I tactically acquired a Kachi Kochi Dragon at the Barnes & Nobles. So I'll just leave it at that. If you know, you know. Okay, we got Evo Logia, Evil Sword Logia. I remember, and then we got Rescue Rabbit right there. I remember the dinosaurs in Rescue Rabbit. That was like you'd use Rescue Rabbit, summon 2 dinosaur beat sticks, Exceed summon, and that was like the go-to at the time. We got number 11 Big Eye, or is that number? I think it's number 11 Big Eye. It's another good card too. It's really expensive too because rank 7 Exceeds were kind of being used a lot more later on, kind of midway through the Zexal era. We got Inzectors. I was not really playing Yu-Gi-Oh! At the time when Inzectors were a thing, but I remember they used to be really good. I mean, these decks that were considered like high tier back then, it's almost crazy to see like how they would do now. Obviously, they probably wouldn't do good, but I mean, it just shows how much the game has evolved, for better or for worse. It's whatever your opinion is on it, but you know, these full power decks that were full power back then probably wouldn't fare as well as they would today. And Card D, remember this card? That card was expensive too. I remember that. Draw 2 cards, end your turn. Night Beam. Oh man, Heroic Challenger 2. Remember that one too for my hero deck. Got me out of a lot of situations. Oh, Geargias 2. I remember that deck too. Were Geargias ever meta? I don't remember, to be honest. I think they were meta. And then we've got Atlanteans, expensive deck, expensive. I remember Abyss Megala was so expensive back then, but now I have like 4 in my collection that's like worth $1, maybe less than. And then Gaga Cowboy, another classic, you know, generic rank 4 Exceed, going to that. Cowboy for game. Y'all know this. Y'all know the tech plays, the high strat plays, high IQ plays. Got some of the photons. I always thought that was a cool archetype. Thought Kaito from Zexal was a cool character. Probably my favorite character from Zexal, to be honest. The rival that never lost. Heart Earth Dragon 2. I have one in my collection, but I kind of want a PS. I want a Ghost Rare one. I want a Ghost Rare Heart Earth because I mean, it's not like a super good card or anything, but that card looks really cool. And then Giant Hand, which got reprinted. I remember that card used to just be a Shonen promo, I think. And that card was expensive as well. Or I think it was just a prize card or something like that. We've got the Battling Boxers. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist. I remember when that deck was dominant. Dragon Rulers. I think, yeah, lately Dragon Rulers just started getting support again. But it's kind of crazy just, you know, that deck was at full power too. That deck was crazy, along with Spellbooks. A lot of people were complaining about those 2 decks at the time when they were at full power and they were dominating the meta. I mean, yeah, the Dragon Rulers got banned really quick. Like, they got hit really badly. Now I think in like afterwards when they got banned, they were kind of like being used as engines in certain decks, maybe. I could be wrong, but. And then we got the, what is that? The number Chaos 96 and the Shadow Specters cover card. That's another one I want for the collection as well. Probably try to get one in Ghost Rare if I can. And some of these cards I'm not recognizing. Silent Honor, Arc Knight. That's a pretty good card too. And then Exciton Knight. Remember that was being used quite a bit too. Hopefully I'm not skimming through any pages here. Let's see. What other cards we got on here too? Oh, number 62 from Primal Origins. That's another card I want too. Love me some Galaxy Eyes for sure. Number 107, Tachyon Dragon. We passed it earlier, but that's a card with a really nice art. You know, too bad the effect is unfortunately kind of lackluster, but that's kind of what you get with Yu-Gi-Oh! You always get the cool looking boss monster looking cards, but it's usually the anime cards, and then they end up kind of being bad. Just the hard truth of it, but is what it is. We got Berserker Soul. Yeah, when Yami gave Weevil belt to ass. And then we got the hand cards. I remember this. These were fun cards to use too. The Fire Hand and Ice Hand. We got some of the, yeah, we're hitting the Arc 5 era. So we got some of the pendulums here too. This is when I really stopped following Yu-Gi-Oh! Not because of, you know, pendulum something. I just fell out of Yu-Gi-Oh! For no specific reason. But I know a lot of people hate pendulums, but I wish I got into them because they look like a lot of fun to use back then. Yeah, like the DDD decks too, like that was probably like one of the few anime decks that I feel like was actually like competitive / viable. Mask Hero Anki, I believe. Oh man, I remember Duel Links, man. You go on the Mask Change with that. Oh man, they just scoop. Ah man, good times. What is this card called? I remember this card was used on Duel Links as well. Cyber Dragon Infinity. Very cool looking Cyber Dragon. And a pretty good card for the Cyber Dragons as well. trying to avoid this glare real quick too. Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon. Love that card. Really love the Dimension Dragons just in general. You guys probably heard me mention that several times in my videos, but cannot stress that enough. There's so many like variants of them too, which is awesome. I'd say Starving Venom Dragon is probably my favorite one. And the next would be the Rebellion Dragon series. Sphere Karibo, another Duel Links card. So crazy seeing cards in Duel Links that was like insanely meta, and then in the TCG they were like far from being meta at all. So, kind of blocking some of the cards here, my bad guys. And then we got the Burning Abyss cards, which I really like the artwork of these cards too, because they looked really, I don't know how to describe them, like a mix of like Dark Souls art slash like what's it called, like Magic the Gathering art. Alrighty, cool. Couple pages here, not recognizing some of these cards. Is that the, oh no, I think that's Blacklet. No, I think that's Buster Blader. Yeah, I remember Buster Blader got some support. I remember when I was like a kid too, Buster Blader was like one of my favorite cards, even though it's not that good. Phantom Knights too. Phantom Knights are really cool. It's one of the decks I wanted to build on Master Duel, but never got around to it. I really want to get into Master Duel, guys, but it's such a grind, man. It's such a grind to get the cards you need. Maybe one day I will, but I mean, I'd love to make Master Duel content for you guys, but man, I gotta grind if I want those cards. Plus, I don't know what cards to get what from, so like what sets to put your gems towards too. Kind of paranoid. Hopefully my camera doesn't run out of storage here. We're actually kind of skimming through this fast because this is the thickest book out of the three, and yeah, I thought it would take a lot longer. I mean, the video is going to definitely be longer than 30 minutes, but I thought it would definitely be much longer to go through. Gandora X, I pulled that in Korean the other day. That's another card I like, the Gandora series. Man, you guys are going to hear me say a lot. You're going to hear me say, oh, it's one of my favorite cards. This is one of my favorite cards. You hear that a lot from me. Let's see. Got Silent Magician. She's a baddie. Just enough said. Yeah, so I don't recognize any of these cards. Not really. So. Got the Supreme King Odd Eyes, or Rebellion Dragon. I gotta have this kind of at an angle. Ooh, Cypher Dragon, I think. Oh, Destiny Hero Celestial. It's a really good card on Duel Links too. I mean, just a good Destiny Hero card in general as well. And then we got the Kaijus. Kaijus are really cool. Got some Odd Eyes in here. Odd Eyes Raging Dragon. I need this one for my collection too. I was trying to pull that when I did a box opening of Raging Tempest. I didn't have that on camera. It was before I was making videos, but I tried pulling that in Raging Tempest. All right. Ash Blossom, very heavily used card. Supreme King Zark, really cool looking card. I like to get Zark in my foil as well. I have one in like common, but it'd be cool to get one in rare. Calamity Dragon, King of all calamities. That card's banned, but I really love that card art. The card's sick. I got one in Japanese. Cosmic Blizzard Dragon. I believe I have 2 of them. Right there. And then we are hitting the Vrains era. As you can see, Decode Talker. Gokis. I remember Gokis were competitive. And hold on, let me shift the focus here on the camera. I've got some more DDD supports. Got some of the Cyber Dragons, Cyber Dark support. I mean, Cyber Dark was never really good, but I love the card art for that too. Those cards look really cool. Borolo Dragon, probably one of my favorite. I'd say maybe top 5, maybe. Oh, and by the way, guys, speaking of future content, what do you guys think about me doing some Rush Duel pack openings? I am kind of curious to get into Rush Duel pack openings because at first I was kind of when Rush Duel first came out, I was like, man, these cards kind of look corny, they kind of look cheesy. But lately they've been coming out with some really cool looking Rush Duel cards, so I kind of want to start a separate binder worth of Rush Duel cards one of these days. Alright. We might have passed it, but I don't think I've seen Firewall Dragon yet. Yeah, sorry I'm blocking this half again. I'm just trying to avoid the glare for you guys. Try to get less glare as possible. Chimera Tech Fleet Dragon. Yeah, this glare is so bad. Elemental Hero Solid Soldier. That's a good one. Sky Strikers. And then I think this is a Shooting Star variant. Never seen that one before. Got a lot of Link Monster. Borsword Dragon, it's a cool one as well. A lot of glare here. And what year are we on? 2018? 2018? So we're still not even at the pandemic yet. This is just all the cards. Goes up to, yeah, 2019 because it's the 20th anniversary. So nothing past 2020. So we won't be touching the pandemic. The Borlode Savage Dragon. Really good synchro monster. That card is crazy good. I can angle this a little better for you guys. Yeah, lesson learned. I will definitely try to get a better setup for this next time. I know you guys are probably like, oh man, you don't gotta keep apologizing, this and that, but I am just a perfectionist. The perfectionist mindset is one of insanity, I'll tell you that. Alright. And And that is the end of the card art collection. Thank you guys for watching part 1 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster art box. So we'll see you guys in part 2. Thank you guys for watching. As per usual, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications. And yeah, you guys stay awesome. Peace out.